What's up, Razmanites? You got the Razman here for Geeky.com and YouTube, but this episode won't be appearing on Geeky because it's another Blu-ray update. That's right. I was fortunate enough to get yet more additions to the Blu-ray collection, just 2 this time, but since we're still waiting on Robbie Webster's package, I thought I would go ahead and put an update on the air. So today's update, using Moneyball to go on an epic journey. Today, on the Razman's Reality. Yeah, I know, not the best title that I've ever come up with, but I couldn't really think of anything clever to mix the name of these two. That was the best I could come up with, so I hope you enjoyed it. But as the title gives away, the first film that we're going to talk about today is, of course, the 2012 Oscar-nominated Moneyball, starring Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. This was so amazing. This is everything I love in a film. Great direction, great cinematography, wonderful story, absolutely amazing acting, and truth. I mean, you have all those elements, as I apologize as always for Toby in the background. You have all those elements in one film. You just cannot possibly go wrong. The only quarrel, I guess, that I have about this pickup has nothing to do with the film itself, and that is that I found out after the fact that there is a online only, at least that's the only place I've seen it, 3-disc edition, which has a bonus DVD which contains a special from Bob Costas, an episode of Studio 42 with Bob Costas, where they talked about the process of making this film. But that aside, this is one of the best pickups I've had in a long time. Incredibly loaded, and such a wonderful story about A's general manager Billy Beane and his friend who was a mathematics statistics major at Caltech, and how they turn baseball on its ear and change the way the players are evaluated. I can't really say anything more about it without giving it away, which of course I don't want to do until a full review, so definitely stay tuned for that one. Since these two are brand new releases, I am going to go ahead and do them before Dollhouse. So between Robbie Webster's package and these 2 reviews, we have enough material to get us through one more week. So it'll be the 2nd week of March is where we're looking at to start the Dollhouse series once again. But yeah, Moneyball was absolutely tremendous. So yeah, Moneyball, absolutely tremendous. Cannot recommend this enough. Check this one out by any means that you have to do so. And then, of course, as a wrestling fan, when I heard this one was being released, I couldn't not get it, and was fortunate enough to get it yesterday on Tuesday, which was the first day of release for it. It is the latest from WWE, The Rock, the epic journey of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I know that there are a lot of people that have a problem with The Rock leaving WWE to pursue a film career. I am not one of them, although I do agree with a lot of what John Cena says, and the fact that I can take both sides of this feud makes it even more entertaining. But I have been a fan of The Rock since the beginning, and I think The Rock is great at everything he does, and I just love him being involved with wrestling again, period. And that is my opinion. I will expand more on it in a future video episode because I do have valid reasons for what I say. But if you're a fan of The Rock, you cannot go wrong with this Blu-ray. I haven't watched all of the matches yet. I will, of course, by the time I do the full review as well as the rest of the special features, but this is one of the most amazing documentaries that WWE has ever done. The Rock holds nothing back, and the biggest thing he says in this documentary, which is more proof that people are way too hard on him, is that he did always want to be a film star and a wrestler. He always wanted to do both. He didn't suddenly decide to leave wrestling. He wanted to do both. And he also reveals for the first time ever in this documentary that he didn't want to use the WWE and his fans from the WWE as a crutch to be successful in his movie career. I know some people think just the opposite. There was that recent text that came out from PW Insider, or was it Pro Wrestling Torch? I'm not sure what the actual source was, but it's all over the place of a wrestler talking about how The Rock keeps to himself and how he's just using the wrestling fans to further his movie career because he lost them, all of that. I personally have never met The Rock, and I don't believe The Rock to be the kind of guy that would lie. And when you watch everything he's done in 2011, I just have a hard time believing that he does not have a passion for the wrestling business. I mean, he has the family lineage and everything. But that's all I'm going to say about it now, because I do want to do a full review on this. But yeah, if you're a fan of The Rock, you got to pick this up for the documentary alone. And it is great match selection as well. Different match selection than we saw in the 2008 DVD release of The Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. You may be wondering why I picked up the Blu-ray, because a lot of the matches are standard definition. Well, there is a lot of high definition content on here from 2011, and of course the documentary itself, and I'm just a quality buff, and if I had the opportunity to see stuff in full quality, I was going to do it. So that's why I picked up the Blu-ray version. I hope you all enjoyed this update. As always, let me know what you thought in the comment box down below. Again, look forward to the full reviews coming. And if you haven't liked the Facebook fan page yet, again, I want to recommend you doing that, because if you had, you would have known this Blu-ray update was coming yesterday. And if you saw me on Twitter tweet The Rock, you would have also known that this was coming. So, Facebook.com/RazMansReality, Twitter.com/RazMansReality. This is reality according to the Razman. And Razman style is not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.